Please drink responsibly. And 107.5 WBLS. Today's R&B, classic soul, and the Wendy Williams Experience.
Broadcasting live, it's the queen of radio, Wendy Williams.
It's very good, Mariah. What do you want to have, a drinking contest, a power drink?
No, darling, but you had more splashes than I did.
I know, but I can't, get
But this is not the
toasted.
type of wine that we drink fast. We drink it to enjoy the bouquet.
Whatever, I'm not that mature yet. I drink to get
I'm
nice.
eternally 12, but see, this is why I brought the food, and you know.
And I ate very little of the food because I wanted the wine to hit me like a lead balloon. I still drink like I'm 12.
But,
remember in the very beginning when you started drinking at 21, you would drink to get drunk.
Well, no,
That's
I started drinking at 12, but that was a problem. We don't need to do that out there. Kids of America, don't do it.
No, Mariah, I love you. Just no vision of love and no hero. No, please, no. Save it for the troops. Shout out to the troops. But we've got to really. I love my Mimi. Just no damn hero and no vision of damn love. Now, do we have the me and Mariah go back like babies with pacifiers? It's Mariah Day here on the show with two exceptions. Vision of love and hero. Let's carry on. Is it ready? Do it. Do it. WBLS New York. Okay, I just did the top of the hour ID. CD player broke. Damn. Oh. Do it. Do it. Push it harder.
Don't touch it.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Is it ready? There we go. Thank you. Do you feel as though officially you're finally accepted as being a black woman? Like,
Well,
how
I
does
feel
this make
like
you feel?
the title, America's most misunderstood black woman, the story only we can tell, is a really nice title, and I feel like in a way people will know a whole different side of me by reading this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The writer Joan Morgan is a great writer, and she, I feel, really did justice to me, because a lot of writers can do a story on me, and all they got to do is look up on the internet, okay, what did the last guy say? What did this one say? And just rehash a bunch of nonsense.
What did Derek Jeter say about you in here?
Who?
Derek Jeter. Did he say anything in here about you?
I don't know.
I thought that he did, and I just...
I don't think so.
He didn't? It says in here, though, that you were in an abusive marriage with Tommy Mottola. What does that mean?
Oh, you sound like you're shocked.
Well, because I'm, for you to be punched and hit, I'm assuming that it wasn't physical.
No. There's a lot of different types of abuse.
Oh,
There's
mental.
Emotional abuse, mental abuse. All that kind of
Well, you
stuff.
can clearly tell you were in an abusive marriage emotionally because of how wild you became after you got your divorce.
Well,
the
I didn't
honey
really
video,
become wild,
hanging out
but
with
yeah.
rappers.
But you know what? I was hanging out with rappers before, but they were just only allowed to be at my house. And, whatever. That was then. We love him. I don't want it to become about, well, I'm not saying we love him, but, we want to give the spirit of love to everybody.
Yeah.
And it's just that when you're talking to me, that's a part of my life that existed. So I'm not trying to, say anything negative about anybody.
Would he call you an effing bitch?
Like in now? I'm sure he would.
No, I'm talking about like when you fought and argued.
Would he call you an effing bitch?
Well, I'm, and then I want to ask you, would he call you effing black bitch?
No, he wouldn't.
Okay.
No, he wouldn't. But, sometimes you feel things that are not necessarily said.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Alrighty, everybody. It's advice hour here on the Wendy Williams Experience. And I realized where we left off on Friday. I was going to give you some tips on negotiating with debt collectors. And I will continue. Actually, I didn't even start it. So I will address that this hour during advice hour, because things just happen on Friday. And then yesterday was a best of show. So I'll do that in the next segment of this hour, advice hour, okay? Negotiating with debt collectors. Maya and Game. Maya, I hope this one sticks. If this is what's really good, then make something career-wise happen out of this. Because you know what? You are too talented to be sitting on the sidelines. You are. Maya, the singer, is. I mean, we make a lot of jokes about her, but the main joke is that she just can't seem to get a solid break. She just can't seem to do it. Well, apparently, there's a romance going on between Maya and the game. It's true. He was spotted in her car. She was dropping him off at the airport in D.C. on Friday, in the beginning of the month, April 1st. I don't want to say April Fool's because it's not an April Fool's joke. But here's the quote from the tipster. She was dropping him off, and he hugged her, and they kissed goodbye. The rapper apparently was only traveling with one other guy who helped him get his bags out of Maya's bone color Escalade truck. And she is featured in the new music video for Dreams, that's Game's single. And she's also rumored to have joined him on some tour dates in Canada recently. I like it. I like Maya and whoever's hot. Because you know what, Maya? If what you did, let's rewind back to Carolina Blue. What's the name of the song? It doesn't even matter. You all know what I'm talking about. Maya dancing on the beach, Jay-Z, up behind her working it. If it was really good, then what should have happened is that you should be where Beyonce is. Because you were there. You were there first. And you're a genuine talent. And I'm not saying Beyonce isn't. She's got the Knowles machine, but you've got talent. That's all, Maya. So I wish you well with Game. Please use this to your career advantage. That's all. Shout out to Raven. Raven thought that Mariah's performance this morning was excellent on Good Morning America. And Clarissa Davis says, Wendy, you don't really believe someone got pregnant by saving sperm in a bag and using a turkey baster, do you? Sperm dies once it hits the air. Look, I'm under the belief that everything dies once it hits the air, but why do I squat every time I go to a public toilet seat? If everything is dead, and by the way, if you can't catch the monster as well as a smattering of other people, then why do I always squat? Because who really knows? Now, I'm thinking that sperm dies once it does too, but you take a trick who knows how to hold it in her mouth, and maybe quickly, transport it. Look, I don't know how it works.
It has to be in the air for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, exactly. All you got to do is make a man think you took it like a champ, run into the bathroom, you have your turkey baster equipment already in there. I don't know whether it's true or not. All I'm saying is that I'm telling you the way Olden Polynice told me. And I believe it. The trick game has really stepped up. Anybody who's just playing tricking these days, there's a whole nother thing going on out here. Like, it's a brilliant plan to slip a guy a roofie and then put a dills in his mouth and take some pictures and the blackmail. Brilliant. Whoever does it is going to hell, of course. With gasoline draws on.
Cutting people online.
Yeah, exactly. But as scams go, that one right there is a beauty. Quite frankly, I wouldn't have buckled. I would have looked at the pictures and said, all right then, how you doing? Because I'm not giving you $500,000, knowing that they would continue to come back with the same thing. As a matter of fact, I would have held a press conference. And of course, there are people like us who wouldn't have believed it. But so what? Who cares? I wouldn't have buckled to the extortion. I wouldn't have. Well, let's get into Advice Hour. I guess we did kind of give advice to a certain segment of the population just now. Shout out to all the tricks. Here's a new one for your bag. Dear Wendy, you're the only person with the common sense to help me. Oh, boy. Weight of the world on my shoulders. Wendy, I was an exotic dancer in New York to put myself through school. I graduated last year and I'm currently gainfully employed. I make a good living, so it's not about the money. But Wendy, I've been celibate since I stopped dancing, and I just can't get past not getting paid for sex up front. I feel like if I'm not compensated in this way, that I'm being taken advantage of. I don't have the patience or the skill to work on a layaway basis. You have to understand that I started dancing right after high school, so all of my experience with men has been in this regard: sex, money. That's it. I'm thinking of going back to dancing just to just for the companionship, and because honestly, I've pushed myself to the celibacy limit. Wendy, it is truly about time. Please, I understand that my old lifestyle is not okay and that it should be just a bridge to another lifestyle, but I don't know what to do now that I've crossed the bridge. My question is, how can I either get over the jaded outlook on relationships I have, or just, Wendy, what should I do? A relationship with a man is the last thing on my mind. I've taken care of myself for so long, I don't need a man in any regards. I just need them for sex. How can I get over not wanting to charge them for it? Let's sign Jaded in New Jersey. Jaded, I feel so sorry for you. I feel so sorry for you. I mean, time heals. I'm not going to suggest that you go back to dancing. You know, I'm going to suggest that you go to counseling, because you really have an issue here that's deeper than the show, Jaded. You know what I mean? You need to go to counseling. Apparently, you're not even remotely experienced. Obviously, not with you, but none of your aunts, your mother, father, brother, sister, nobody's ever had a healthy relationship where sex is an exchange between two people who care about each other or love each other. Everything that you've seen is about sex and then money. I feel sorry for you. Yet I'm also scared of you, oddly. You know, because like a woman with no compassion to have sex for free. I mean,
she's just desensitized.
It's so desensitized that you scare me. I'm glad I don't know you in person, because I think I'd be scared of you and your rawness.
Hey.
But you know what? Therapy. Jade, why don't you go to therapy? I wouldn't suggest going back to dancing. Your inability to deal with this is unfortunately probably going to filter out into whatever you're studying in school, and it's going to filter into the rest of your womanhood, your ability to love or lack thereof, have sex or lack thereof, have children, you know, and be able to, you know, be a decent role model to them. Just everything. Jaded, you need therapy. I wish you well. Well, love is in the air. Can anybody tell me what show that comes from? Okay, if you can fax me at 866-WENDY-FAX, and you can tell me where love is in the air, where that line comes from, just the way that is, then I'm just going to send you a Wendy Williams prize pack. Just make sure you include your telephone number so then one of the interns can call you up. Love is in the air. And I'll give you a hint. It's a line from a cable television show, and that's all I'm going to say. And now, talking about love is in the air, how about 10 tips to start a spring fling? Number 1, show some skin. Oh, yeah. Number 2, throw a best friends party. That's cool. Or you theme it the way you want to. 10 people, 8 people, 20 people, 50 people, however many people that your joint can hold. Throw a party. Number 3, get lost. Literally. Go on a vacation. Take yourself on a trip. By yourself. Or just stroll. I remember Art last year this time was really into, or it might have been 2 springs ago, was really into just taking the train with no destination and getting off. And, I mean, as funny as that sounds, he found that to be, A, very therapeutic, and B, it took him into different neighborhoods and let him meet a whole new slew of women that he would normally have never met. Now, if I just might let you all know, the place that he used to like to frequent was the Bronx, because after he realized that the women up there, the mommies and the poppies and, you know, all like that, you know what I mean? Then he enrolled in like a Spanish 101 course. So then now his wandering aimlessly turned into, okay, I'm on a mission. I'm going up to the Bronx with the baddest Puerto Rican chicks, Dominican chicks, and, you know, now I'm speaking the language. But the point is, get lost. That's not a bad idea. Get in a car. Go someplace you've never gone. How about this one? Number 4. Have some class. In other words, register for an adult course. Cooking, flamingo dancing. I mean, let's be honest. This is the time of year when everybody's looking to hook up. And you never know where it's going to happen. Register for a course. That's number 4. Number 5, smile. Damn you, smile. Smile. Because it is a very integral part in the act of flirting. Number 6, polish your style. You know what I mean? Do some spring cleaning, everything from new bras and panties. No, people can't see that, but you know what? Good underwear is in the way you walk, girl. And man, you all with those dingy doo-doo drawers. You know, your flirt starts with what's underneath. Number 7, did I say party? Okay, good. Talk to strangers. How about that? I mean, not real strange, but just, you know, the interesting looking ones. Talk to a stranger or at least smile. Show some teeth in your smile, too. Don't just give that phony, hey, you know, please. Get up off your butt and do something. Whether it's take a walk, go to the gym, go to a different coffee shop than you normally buy your coffee. Do something. The weather is beautiful. Get out there and flirt. And the number 1 tip, did I say smile? Smile. It doesn't even require a drum roll, but thank you for the dramatic effect. Smile. Okay, and a bomb too. Smile. By the way, Al Reynolds, your teeth are beautiful and your gums are so healthy. His gums are like the color of a fresh piece of bazooka. He looks like he water picks on a regular, like now that he's not working on Wall Street, he spends his whole day water picking. Oh, come on. Come on. Al, your teeth are beautiful. I just can't picture you kissing Star. Apparently Art was not in here. Excuse me. Art, I ran into Al last night and Al talked to me and you weren't in here. Al gave me one-on-one on the red carpet while Star probably took away his PCP, SP, and the TV. You know what I'm saying? In his room. And the whole bit. She was livid. But she, I felt as though he did like me. I felt, you know what? I felt as though he did. Through it all. Through it all. By the way, are we going to play the Rain song with Mariah Carey today? Shout out to the affiliates. I know you all are playing the hits as usual. You know what I'm saying? You all rock on with them. But here in New York on the flagship station, we've been playing Mariah Carey music all day because the emancipation of Mimi's in stores. But you know what? Speaking of Through It All, Did He Like Me? Yes. Can we play Through the Rain? I wish I could make it through the rain, and then storming, and she's getting all wet in her hair. Through the rain. Just a little piece of it. I don't think I want to hear the whole thing. Just a little piece. All right. Hello to round off this break, Al. How are you? Just beautiful teeth. Melba Moore's coming in for the hour of truth. No. Easy.
I'll save it when she gets here.
No, please.
It's my job.
Oh, shoot.
Wendy, man.
You can go on the stand fees, but the point is keep your mouth shut. Anybody from the streets knows that. You never talk on nobody.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
It's the 107.5 WBLS $100,000 cash guarantee. $100,000 will be given away. Now, what would you do with your share of $100,000?
But first things first, I'll pay off mom's debt.
Half will go to church.
Take a nice vacation.
I do a lot of shopping.
Here's all you have to do. Listen each weekday morning at 7:20, middays 12:20, and afternoons at 5:20. And pick up an easy $1,000 cash. Paul will give you the cue to call.
This is Paul Mooney. We're giving away $1,000 3 times a day, starting this Thursday.
It's the BLS $100,000 cash guarantee. And all you have to do is listen. Paul will tell you when to call. From the only radio station in New York, guaranteed $100,000 cash. 107.5 WBLS. Today's R&B and classic soul.
And the damn Wendy Williams Experience. Why can't that man ever put my name in the more damn key? Crap. Hey, everybody. It's not me being a diva. It's the way I was told it would be. Hi. Anyway, the show is on. It's the Wendy Williams Experience, 25 minutes after 3 o'clock on this lovely, glorious April 11th. I'm having fat thoughts. I'm about to plug LA weight loss. I'm going to incorporate the fat thoughts, though. Don't you just love, and I mean just love, a grilled pork chop? Tonight for dinner, I'm going to have a grilled pork chop, some grilled vegetables, and a small baked potato with no butter or sour cream, because all the drippings from the pork chop, I like to let them ooze over and moisten the baked potato. Oh, yeah. That's my dinner. Does it sound like I'm suffering over here? I'm not. Yet, I managed to lose 17 pounds on LA weight loss. You can do the same. You really can. It's a weight loss program where there's no mixing and measuring. You do eat real food. And you know what? You know what I love about LA weight loss also? You can incorporate other weight loss plans with LA weight loss. For instance, lean cuisine. How many people just love the entrees and desserts offered by lean cuisine? I love lean cuisine stuff. Guess what? You can eat lean cuisine and be on LA weight loss. You can also eat at Chi-Chi's and Boston Market and a bunch of other places, including Burger King. Yes, I said Burger King. It's real food. You shop at the grocery store. You pick up your stuff. You can cook for your family. As a matter of fact, they won't even know that they're on LA weight loss. That's right. Put them on it too. Everybody's trying to lighten up these days. You can eat at some of your favorite places. Cheesecake Factory, TGI Fridays, Houston's. I talk about this all the time. Thank you, LA Weight Loss, for doing what you did for me. And now I'm trying to turn you on to some other people. It's LA Weight Loss, everybody. The home of one-on-one weight loss coach. The home of been in business since 1987. Millions of people have lost millions of pounds on LA Weight Loss. Look, there are so many LA Weight Loss locations. There's got to be one like either near your house or near your job or something like that. So I'm going to give you the telephone number to call, and just tuck it away. And when you're ready, it'll be painless. It really will be. Did I mention that they're affordable? Okay. I know how that goes. That's very important. 1-800-448-TRIM. Okay. You don't have to call today. Just tuck it someplace. When you're ready, you call, okay? 1-800-448-TRIM. Taking the first step is you calling. I've done the hard part, and that is finding something that will be compatible with you, a foodie. Because if you're a foodie like me, you need to eat, but you need to lose weight. I'm telling you, look no further than LA Weight Loss. 1-800-448-TRIM. 1-800-448-TRIM. It's LA Weight Loss. And guess what? They're having an open house in Bayshore, New York. What is that, Long Island? Yeah. That's Long Island. Okay, an open house on April 15th. Tax day. That's Friday. Between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. There's an open house. If you happen to live near Bayshore, Long Island, or in that vicinity, why don't you stop by 605 Main Street in Bayshore, Long Island. Their open house is from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. They're having LA Weight Loss is always having an open house someplace. They're such nice people, and don't forget about that one-on-one counseling. 1-800-448-TRIM. It's 1-800-448-TRIM. It's LA Weight Loss. Love it. Hi, Jersey City. How you feeling? I'm going to be in Jersey City on Saturday. I'm hosting a party, and DJ Qua's doing the music. Rascals on the Water, the comedy joint, except it's not comedy. It's all about a party. I can't wait. I love Jersey City. Rascals has been open there for, I don't know, a minute now. But it's party time on Saturday night. So Jersey City, tell somebody. And we're going to get it on Saturday night at Rascals, which is on Washington Street. Rascals on the Water, except it's not exactly on the water, but Rascals, right across from the gas station. Don't park in the gas station because they'll tow your car. I've been over there a few times, I know. But Rascals on Saturday night in Jersey City. Shout out to DJ Qua. He'd be putting it down heavy. State Property 2 premiere was last night. Nicole went from The Office. She said, it's a state property movie. Okay, what she really said was, it's good for a DVD, when it's released. I think that meant save your money. I'm just passing it along. I don't go to the movies, no how, so but I'm just saying. Anyway, everybody, okay, so keep it where you got it because it's the Wendy Williams Experience now, but Vaughn Harper comes up with The Quiet Storm at 7 o'clock. Vaughn's got it going on at 7 o'clock, throwing down with The Quiet Storm right here on your radio station for today's R&B and classic soul and featuring the Wendy Williams Experience. 107.5 WBLS. Thanks.
Hello. Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Do you remember the first words that we ever exchanged, Art? You asked me what how I was feeling.
Yes.
And what did I say?
You paused and you rolled your eyes at me and said, I don't need no effing mood check from you.
She said that for real?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, that was the first words I ever said to Artie.
And I loved it. I clutched my pearls. I said, oh, what a diva.
This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Are you in love?
Look at her. She asked, let me just explain how she asked the questions, and then her eyes get a little bit wider.
No, but not
For the
much because the
dramatic-
Botox.
No, but the actual eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would like to answer that question.
But you were wearing a wedding dress in your new video, which I have yet to see.
Yes, but that's that's part two. It's like that video, you don't see the wedding dress
Okay.
yet. We just had the making of last week.
Okay.
It'll be on BET this week and MTV this coming, the whole thing.
And that's your original Tommy Mottola wedding dress.
Yes, darling.
So you have not...
It's the Mariah Carey wedding dress.
Can I tell you something? While you are a much healthier woman, if you know what I'm saying, and I think you do.
Oh, Wendy.
Since then.
Where's the button?
She listens. Yes, everybody, it's the Wendy Williams Experience. The Emancipation of Mimi in stores today. Shout out to Scott. Scott was the first person to fax me in Love is in the Air with Princess Anne Claire on E, the heiress. And there's a lot of people that watch that show because lots of people faxed with the correct answer, but Scott was the first. So now, Taryn, when you get a chance, or one of the other girls, if you can call Scott and just make up a little prize pack and then mail that out to him. Okay. Thank you very much for playing our game, Scott. And thank you, everybody else, also. Okay. Now, we'll talk about negotiating with debt collectors. At some point or another, we've all been there. And you got to know your rights. Like, they can't come out of their face at you. You know that, right? No matter what you say, they better not get loud and greasy, you know? Okay, so when, first of all, you have to learn your rights. And I'm going to give you a telephone number that you can call in Massachusetts. It is actually the National Consumer Law Center. And as far as I'm concerned, even though it's a toll call, it's well worth your while to make this telephone call or go on their website, the National Consumer Law Center. Because when collecting a debt from you, they must play fair. And if you catch them in a glitch, you might not have to pay at all. So here's the telephone number in Massachusetts for the National Consumer Law Center, or you can go online. I don't have their website, but everybody has a website, so I imagine they do also. 617-542-9595. Call from your job. Put it on there, Bill. 617-542-9595. And ask about a copy of What You Should Know About Debt Collection. So easy. In many states, by the way, many states have their own debt collection laws. So, for more information about your state, you might want to also contact your Attorney General's office in your state, because from state to state, it's different. But there's an actual book that you can purchase. Would you like me to tell you what that is? Because I bought that information for you. Yeah. Because along with spring cleaning, a lot of people are trying to clean up their credit as well. It's called the Ultimate Credit Handbook. Know Your Rights. Read this book. It's by Jerry Detweiler. And Jerry spelled with a G, Gerri. And then the last name is Detweiler. It's called the Ultimate Credit Handbook by Jerry Detweiler. All right? Now, Prioritize your bills, they suggest, when you are trying to negotiate with debt collectors. Know what's important. Unpaid credit card bills, well, they're important, but they're not the most important bill. Those bills, those necessities are what's important. You know, your heat, if they're going to turn your heat into air and whatnot. So, you know what's going on in your house. Prioritize your bills. And also estimate how much money you can pay and then offer less. So if you can pay $300 a month, offer them $200 a month. You know what I mean? And then let them come up and say, all right, well, we can't do $200, but we can do, $235 a month. You can negotiate. They also suggest avoid post-dated checks. Who does that? Oh, wow. Avoid post-dated checks. I'm going to give you another book to read, too. It's called Stop Debt Collectors Cold. Okay? And it's by a guy named John Ventura. Stop Debt Collectors Cold. Here's another one. Don't tell them the story of your life when you're on the phone. They don't care that your child goes to private school with one more year and then the child's off the orbit. They don't care. They don't care that your mother just passed away. They don't care. They don't care. They're ruthless. So you got to stay calm and you got to focus. According to this book by this John Ventura, Stop Debt Collectors Cold, he says, stay calm with debt collectors. Keep your cool and stay focused on negotiation. He goes on to say, the more in control you sound and the less you fall apart, the more likely you are to get what you want out of the negotiation. Now, are you able to tape the conversation? Well, John Ventura says taping the conversation will certainly keep them in line. Do you know 35 states plus the District of Columbia allow you to secretly tape phone conversations? Well, this is good for debt collectors or child support or just in general. 35 states and the District of Columbia allow you to tape conversations. And then in 15 other states, you can tape the conversation, but only with the other party's permission. So you'd be like, hello, yes, Sunoco, just to let you know, this conversation is being taped. Now, what were you saying about my gas bill? Say, like that. Take notes. It's another tip. Get proof of payment in writing. Your agreement that you make with them. Get that in writing. And make sure that the timing is right. For instance, they say in this particular book by John Ventura called Stop Debt Collectors Cold that negotiate with bill collectors at the end of the month. Now, who knew that? It says because commissions for debt collectors are based on what they do each month. And so somehow the end of the month is more important than the beginning of the month. So they'll be more likely to want to, bend to your situation. Anyway, I wish you well trying to clean up your credit. It takes 2 seconds to mess it up, right? Just a few beautiful dresses and a brand new car. It takes 2 seconds to mess it up, and it takes what seems like a lifetime to clean it up. But, good credit is priceless. I wish you well. All right, let's get back to the jokes. Let's talk about some people. Let's talk about Jamie Foxx, Foxy Brown. Hi, Al. How are you? Let's talk about Michael Jackson. Is that worth talking about? Oh, yeah, because, the new revelations. We'll talk. The Hour of Truth is coming up, and so is Pearly. You know Pearly?
Yeah.
Okay. Melba Moore, Pearly. Just coming in. Keep it here.
Wendy, man.
First of all, my question is, what's wrong with Fantasia? I guess maybe I'm wondering why no one wants to focus on Fantasia's talent. I mean,
because nobody can get past her teeth.
The Wendy Williams Experience.